What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Let's see. Are we streaming? Are we live? Let's find out. Round 2. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we look good. We are looking good. Let's see. Cool. We got a couple people on. What's up? If you're just hopping on, just getting this thing started. I'm going to check the markets out for this afternoon. I said I wasn't so excited about this Friday afternoon, but you know what? Here we are. We're back at it. We had a good morning. Had a couple more good trades. Ran our P&L up a bit. And back on to see what we got towards the afternoon here. Maybe take a couple trades. Get some more scalping action going. And if nothing else, do the 50K prop firm account giveaway. Going to do it randomly, live. This way you guys can see I am picking somebody random, not somebody who bothered me in the in my messages or spammed the account or anything like that. So let's see what we got going on. Yeah, so I'm going to check the market out again, just see if we get anything setting up nice for the end of the session here. End of NYSE session. And what's going on? Hello, back at it again. What's up, Sandy? You're quick, man. I give you credit. Yeah, man, you're gonna see if you win shortly. I'm gonna keep you guys hanging for a little bit, see if I can't get a couple trades in towards the end of the day, keep some action going. And then yeah, we're back. We're back in action, man. Couldn't help myself. Coming back for round 2. It was a fun morning with you guys. So I've been liking doing this. I like the YouTube thing. It's a little more flexible. I'm not speaking to people directly on Zoom, which is really cool, but it's much more hands-on. Little different than just kind of doing what I'm doing and streaming it live. So you guys keep joining. I'll keep streaming. That's the game plan. Won't be so consistent the way I'm doing all day today. But if you want that, you want every day, you want to be able to talk to me every day, I got programs for that, no problem. So here we are towards the end of the day. I got the 5-minute and the 1-minute of NASDAQ side by side. If you were following along this morning or trading yourself, you know what's been going on. We've been selling off, push down, pull back up, all the way down. Was taking trades, off the bottom of this area, I believe, towards the end of last session. Yeah, I think we were down here somewhere, headed towards this low body, daily body, candle body. So here we are now, kind of some consolidation. As you can see from my P&L, I've messed around a little bit. Again, I got a couple different, eval accounts running. So, there is that. But I'm at 1,040 for the day on this one. I'm going to try to not run any of them into the ground here for the final hours of Friday, but we'll check it out. This isn't super exciting looking at this. Again, if I zoom out a little bit on this 5-minute chart, we can see what we had for pre-market, and we could see what we had for today's deal. So, here's pre-market, our pre-market low, pre-market high, all of the prior day's high and close up there. Opened up really to the downside. We've been following this nice structure. This wouldn't have been bad for a nice sell trade on the 1-minute coming off of this. Pulled back up, pushed down. This time it pulled back up and hasn't since broke this low. So, from a 5-minute perspective, kind of consolidating right now. Obviously, downtrend is still intact. It hasn't come up above these highs. Wick down. It tried it over here. This looked like it was going to push up. But here we are, again, kind of in the middle of this zone. So I will wait and see if we get anything that starts to break above this area. Like if we head back up here to this zone here, I'm not going to draw another zone just because we've got the prior day body low, the low open. I might have these backwards from from yesterday. I don't know if this is the close or the open, but it's the low of the body, the daily candle, and this would be the low of the wick. So we'll kind of see. Again, if we start breaking down, I might jump in for a sell. Again here on the 1 minute, 100 ticks is nothing within these moves. So it can pay you pretty well. It can also take you out of your trade pretty quickly. So we'll watch this on the 1 minute. Again, a little side-by-side action. This way we can keep an eye on where we are. I liked this morning, so I'm going to do it this afternoon. Yeah, man. How can we wait for entry? I don't know if you're talking about trading or something else, but entry, man. Again, for the way I trade, especially on low time frames when we're so zoomed in, I mark my chart up. You see how I do that? I mark my zones, my levels, my areas of interest. You could see how price has reacted right here off of this zone that we marked, just a daily candle. We can see how price has been reacting right here off of the high volume area, the point of control for the day. Obviously, this does, move as the day goes on. We can see how we had some reaction off the pre-market low and the zone we had drawn. So how I will actually look for an entry, I want to see market structure shifting in the direction that I want to trade in, or one direction or the other. If we have a downtrend here on the 5 minute, I'm going to look for a continuation, a pull back up, and then a break back down. That's the overview of what I'm looking at. And depending on where we are within that cycle, whether we're extending to the downside or we're, kind of retracting, pulling back in, I'll look for a trade either way. If we start to break up from here, we've got an area of resistance that I'm looking at just in general by the highs of all these candles. It's tested it multiple times. I'd call this, somewhat of a resistance area or zone right at this low open. We start to break above that towards the end of the day. I'm going to look long. I'm going to try to find a way to structure risk and to push above. My entries typically come not right at the breakout. There are times where I am just kind of buying or selling the breakout if it's been tested multiple times, if it's banging against a zone or an area. But you'll see me do it. I'll kind of wait for price to really show me it's going somewhere, and I'll try to wait for a quick snap back, pull back for a little bit better entry on the 1 minute. If I'm trading the 1 minute. The other deal is I've got to find a way to structure risk. So if I don't have a really good way to structure risk, like before we were coming down on that downtrend really nicely, and I had, prior highs and candle bodies and an area just in a strong downtrend to be able to find a spot to put my stop above or below prior high, prior low, prior candle wick. That's kind of the deal that I look for. If we get a huge news candle or a massive push, sometimes we call it missing the trade or the move takes off without you. So I enter in FOMO. What do I do, sir? Probably just try to get yourself to become a little bit more patient. How would I do this? First, I'd be trading on demo, if you're dealing with that. And I would trade on demo, and I would track my trades and journal my trades and realize when I'm FOMOing in, more times out of not, I'm losing those trades, or those aren't good trades. So, trading on demo allows you to have no risk on the line, but it can still give you some valuable data. As you're FOMOing in, you'll probably say, okay, this is not a good trade. This is something that, I could have had a better entry if I waited, or maybe I would have avoided a loss. So one would be trading on demo, and then two would be starting to define your criteria for entry, your rules for entry. It doesn't have to be hard, fast rules. The way I trade is discretionary. But if you're really struggling with that, maybe you have to really define some guardrails for yourself to say, I need A, B, C, and D to happen before I can take an entry. Whoa, punching my mic there. So, set some rules for yourself, set some guidelines if you're really struggling that way to have, some discipline, some control, and that can be, some steps in the right direction. Hey, man, how we doing? How we doing, everybody? Got some people in. What's up? Again, kind of just checking out what's going on towards the end of the day here for NYSE session, and then giving away this 50K prop firm account. Going to be doing it randomly, straight from the Instagram here pretty shortly. So, yeah, we're back down again towards these lows. If we look on the 5 minute, looks like it wants to break below this area. I think it's going to. It tried up here to push up a couple times. It's failed. Looks like it wants to come down. I don't love this for an entry, again, because how am I structuring risk? Maybe I get a stop right here, 50 ticks away, to try to capture a move that I do have a level right down here, not too far away. I'm going to wait to see what happens when we come back down to this level. If we break below, get a pullback, start to push down, this could set us up to run right towards prior day low, which it looks like it wants to hit. So this is a nice area to trade towards. But we're just going to kind of wait and see because we've been consolidating. We've got some overlapping bars. Again, this looks like it wants to break down. There it is, breaking the low. Simple market structure, price action. That's what we're trading here. Can you share how to make a trading journal? Yeah, man. Good questions. And if you got trading questions, feel free to ask them while I'm waiting for this. And I'll stop talking and let you know when I'm going to get a trade on. Kind of two ways to go about a trading journal. One would be a very detailed, all the data included. Wow. So here's the breakdown that I was looking at, and we got a break right below this low. This may just run from here. Entry up here. Here would have been the stop. This may just run right down from here. I'm not sold on it yet. We get a snapback up into this area. I might look for a short with a stop loss way up here to try to get in on a continuation of this move. Might not get that opportunity though. This looks like it's pretty weak. Sellers stepping in. Look like they want to head down. Sorry. Trading journal, kind of two options, man. You can make it very simple, or you can go for the detailed data, all the things included journal. The simple version would be any notes app or any app where you can include some writing and a picture. After every trade that you take, I would be taking a screenshot really before of TradingView. You can come right up here and you could download an image or you can copy a link. I would be taking a screenshot of my chart with my position tool on the chart to show what I was looking at when I took the trade. And then I would take a screenshot afterwards. I would include how much risk you took on for that trade, a simple sentence when you're placing the trade as to why you're taking it, and a simple sentence after the trade as to what happened, and maybe what could have, if you did anything wrong, if you feel like you did everything wrong, you feel like you did anything good. That would be the simple version. Kind of gives you everything you need without taking too much time on it. Simple screenshots, quick, informal write-up. The more detailed would be like a more serious trading journal, either a spreadsheet or a program that plugs in. There's a lot of them. I don't use any of them, not affiliated with any of them, so I'm not going to make any recommendations. But if you Google trading journal, what's up, man? Still back from Africa. Love that. If you Google, trading journal, they can hook up to different brokerage accounts and pull all of the data, or you could do it manually in a spreadsheet where you're calculating and, inputting everything from that trade, the time of day, the size, the entry, the exit, the time in the trade, the profit and loss, the commission, all of that stuff. For me, what I recommend for new guys just getting started, here's kind of our snap back up. I was looking at this level right here, right at the bottom of that wick, and then maybe a continuation down. For most guys, I would go the simple route just to get started if you're not journaling right off the bat. Screenshot before and after with the position tool on. That tells you your entry, your exit, your stop, your risk to reward, shows you the time of day you're trading, the instrument, what the market structure looked like. And then if you write in there, you write yourself a note explaining why you took the trade, what you saw, the reasoning behind it. And then after you're done, you come back to it and journal again and say, this was a good trade because this was a bad trade because it was a win or loss, and here's what happened, and if there's anything to improve on, maybe the way you were feeling, maybe it was a revenge trade, maybe you over leveraged. Again, the only thing that you wouldn't catch on TradingView would be like the amount that you're risking. That's going to be individual to your trade. So I would just be, journaling that as well. So here's kind of the wick all the way back up into the zone. I'm not so sold on this dropping off right now, so I'm just going to wait. Got a little bit of profit to play with on this account, trying to make it a nicer win for the afternoon, but I don't want to just give it back just to give it back. We got aggressive this morning, took a boatload of trades, all to make I don't know what it ended up being, $1,000. I started at like negative 750 with that trade that I had running, ended up a few $100s in profit. A lot of work, a little bit of reward, but this doesn't look bad for a sell right here with a stop up here. You kind of got this area as a diagonal level. Same here. Looks like it wants to just continue this move down. Here was a break below these lows, and below here it snapped up pretty aggressively. It's just a wick that came down, so I am considering that maybe this finds support here. We got closes above these lows and these wicks, and maybe this wants to just continue up. I want to trade the 5 minute, but I want to trade the 1 minute rather, but I'm looking at 5 minute structure also. So I'm probably just going to hold on this one for now. Oh, man. Ugh. What's up if you joined? If you're back on, we're back at it, round 2, and we're giving away the $50,000 account. I need basics. Man, here's where I would go for basics. You ready? Baby Pips. If you're looking in the Forex market, as well as maybe Forex.com. Not affiliated with either of those, but they have an enormous amount of free classes, courses, videos that you could watch that start with the absolute basics. I'm not going to go through all the basics because it's out there for free. There's tons of videos and courses that you could take. I find, where I fit best is guys that already have some foundation. They're probably trading already. They're struggling a little bit. Maybe they're a beginner. Maybe they're a little bit more advanced. And, they really need to get some help refining their strategy, their approach, their risk management, their psychology. So I'd look at, for free stuff, man, Baby Pips. That's where most guys start in the Forex market. It translates well to futures, but you can get a real good explanation of technical analysis, even some fundamental analysis, really what to start to expect, and then move on from there. Forex.com is a U.S. regulated Forex broker, but they have a whole educational course system. I've had some guys that have gone through that just for the basics, and that can help as well. Intermediate, you see, yeah. Do I play any sport? Yeah, I do endurance sports, man. Running, long distance running, and cycling. I raced motocross for forever. That was my bread and butter. Played a whole bunch of other sports when I was younger and throughout adulthood, growing up. I like extreme sports really, but I've got into the endurance stuff. Super hard, but super rewarding. What car do I have? I've got a couple different cars and vehicles. So, but I'm not going to go into details on every one. I appreciate the questions, man, but I'll keep it more towards trading. Nothing super exciting that I want to brag about. Do you have a? Yeah, I'm gonna give that away pretty soon, man. I'm gonna keep you guys waiting for a little bit longer. Let's say this way you guys know when it's coming. Let's say 3:30, 20 minutes. You can decide if you want to watch for that long or if you want to wait until it's announced on Instagram. So this wicked up. Yeah, this looks like it's coming down, man. Here was the big push up. An entry somewhere up here, if I was real confident about it, would have been nice. But this looked like all it needed to do was come up here, and now it's ready to start headed down. Again, we see it pushing below this 5-minute candle body right now. back down towards the low. I'm tempted to jump into a sell, but again, I'm just not so convinced on this one. I'm waiting to see if we start to see some big volatility, some big movement come in towards the end of the day. Again, leveraging the morning NYSE session and the afternoon NYSE time frame to trade. That's kind of the deal here. We get a lot of volume that tends to come in very late in the day, the last hour of New York Stock Exchange, as the day's closing out. So we want to see if we can capitalize on some of that. So I'm just going to kind of hold off a little bit more, not jumping in just yet. Again, still somewhat consolidated, choppy movement. If I do take a trade, it probably will be more scalp style, where I won't go for a big home run. That didn't work out for me too great this morning. Could have secured a lot of profit just past 1-to-1 on a lot of the trades that I had, but I have an approach. I have what I am shooting for. Kind of indecision on this last candle that opened up. A little bit of a push up. Let's see. We will see. Got a couple people on. What's going on? If you're just jumping on, what's up? Happy to be here trading NASDAQ in the futures market. This would be NAS 100 in the CFDs toward end of NYSE session here. See if we can't make some more money for the day. If I take any trades, it'll be right here through TradingView, P&L showing up in the corner from my broker, and right here on the chart. You can see everything that I'm doing, the fills, the entries, the exits, exactly how it translates to money made or money lost. I think that's the right way to do it. A little bit slow on TradingView, just a hair slow, I noticed today. Trading straight from Tradovate, the actual broker, would probably be a little bit quicker. So I might look at doing that in the future, but for right now, TradingView is pretty sweet because I love analyzing on TradingView, tools, the way everything works. Very, very comfortable working on it every day. That's why I waited a little bit. Now we're kind of kicking up. This was the wick up, and here's the move that I would have liked to see. So sell wouldn't have been playing so nice with me right now. I'm not inclined to take the sell now that we've kind of tried to push down and failed it and coming back up. If anything, this looks like it could be trying to start to trickle its way up, unless we get a big push down, but we'll see. See in the 1 minute. Not set up for me just yet. Here would have been my entry as it just a big push down, wick back up. But again, I'm looking on the 5 minute. No big candle closure below here, or really even below these bodies down into the wicks. So it's not as bearish as I'd like to see structure wise. Let's see what we got. Can you trade in BTC? I can. I don't. I don't trade Bitcoin or any crypto right now. I haven't done that in a while. Well, that's it. Looking like it wants to come down. Looking like it wants to try this drop again. Maybe it's just going to be this slow back and forth kind of channel movement, towards the end of the day. We can get that. What about gold? Gold analysis? See gold. If you want me to check the chart on gold, I can in a little bit. I'm going to watch this a little bit closer for now, but we can check out gold on whatever time frame you like in a little bit. Let you know what I think. See how it played out after I marked it up. a day or so ago, whenever I was looking at that towards the end of the session. Looks like it wants to try the move down. This would have been a tricky one. Could have easily taken us out of a sell down here with just a quick wick above. But this looks like it wants to try its move down towards the low. I don't know where else it would go before that. Unless it's just going to find some support here and start trailing back up. This is kind of choppy right now, so I'm not dying to be buying the bottom of the range. You know, up here is, I'm selling the bottom of the range. Up here, selling kind of on the way back up on the 1 minute. Gives you a little bit better entry. Nicer risk structure, not as high probability because you're buying against where price is moving right in that instance. But on the 1 minute, you know, you can do that to get your entry structured a little bit nicer. Yeah, so let's see if this starts to, if this continues this move down. Maybe we want to get involved pretty soon. This is kind of back and forth though, before the move. Would have been nice here. Maybe it wanted to wick up like that and then the move. This crap gets a little bit tricky. Again, you know, if I'm just going with stops somewhere above prior bar highs in the downtrend on the 1 minute, you know, easily get me taken out of a sell. But we're going to watch it here towards the end of the day. And then someone's going to get a $50,000 prop account. Challenge account. Hopefully someone on the stream. What's up? If you're here, if you got trading questions, feel free, ask them in the chat. We're hanging out, watching NASDAQ, seeing if we can't get a couple trades. Make a little bit more money towards the end of the day here. Yeah, this one's just not really setting up the way that I want. It's not as clean market structure as we saw earlier, where, you know, I was right on it, just kept getting stopped out. Had a couple smaller wins. You know, none of this is really running the way that I like to see. If anything, you know, buying near the highs of the move down, selling near the highs of the move down, and covering, you know, towards the bottom would be the way to go in this kind of choppy movement. Just trying to pick up some small wins, some scalping style wins. But I'm just going to wait and see. Again, 317, getting kind of close to that. Yeah, we're in that last hour of NYSE session, so let's see. We might see some volatility pick up. This may be a quick move down, which is the reason I'm staring here, staring at it here. I'd like to get involved, but I don't want to be on the wrong side of it or take a stop out. I don't know how convinced I am if I want to start and then you know, risk taking a couple stop outs on the way to a win here at the end of the day. But take a look and see. Cool. That looks good. Still looking good. Awesome. think it wants to tap back into this area. Got that right here. Ooh, some big momentum to the upside. Again, maybe it's just a quick move up, and then we're going to see the continuation down. Paying attention to this, structure, all of these highs on the 5-minute and the 1-minute that we got coming down right here. That starts to break, could be trouble. But right now, this looks like it just wants to wick and then come down. Would have been a good sell entry. But again, I'm not convinced enough to be jumping in right now. We will have to wait and see. Yeah, this is a little too unclear for me, this type of price action. I think you kind of just get this from experience. Maybe it's preference, maybe it's intuition. Like you saw earlier, I got involved with the market a handful of times. It's not to say that you're not going to jump on here and watch me take the wrong side of the trade multiple times and just take full stop outs. But you'll see me watching the charts, and I'm watching price action and market structure. I want to see some regularity, like, okay, here's the push down, right? Closes below some of these closures over here. We've got some price action up here. This is the nice first wick on the way back up, a pull back up. After this, I want to see momentum right back down. I figured, okay, I missed the trade here. This is the high wick doji candle, and here we're going to get some momentum right to the downside on the 1-minute. We don't get that. We get another bullish candle, an indecision candle, and then, it starts messing around up in this zone here. This just gets a little bit choppy to trade, and I end up, if I do trade it, I end up kind of just starting to disregard price action, which isn't a good thing to do, and just trade based on where it is in the zone, and it's just not something that I like to do. I like to use price action, and when it starts to not give me real clear indications, it's just not as clean. You could use it. These are all kind of arbitrary terms. I just kind of find myself holding off. Again, getting involved with this type of stuff, at least for me, I end up on the wrong side of the trade often, or I start to unconsciously adjust what I'm doing. And I'm thinking, okay, it's going to come down in general, and now it's up here, so I should just arbitrarily be selling with a stop loss randomly up here. It's not really like how I like to trade. I like to see the structure and have a really defined reason. Again, it's discretionary based on the whatever price action is doing in that moment, but there's a reason, that I'm doing it, that I could define and explain clearly. With this, or when I start to see price action like this in market structure, it's just not as clear. So just elaborating on that thought process. I think anybody that watches the markets for long enough, really starts to develop that experience, that intuition. You see, things play out over and over and over and over again, and you get a feel for, your entries, your exits, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. And we're not trying to be right all the time. Maybe half the time would be good, but when you can see and feel, hey, I maybe I don't know what's going on, or I'm not sure, that's the indication that don't trade. I'm not sure, or I'm not so confident about it. That should be your first marker to to just hang on a minute, wait for some stuff to develop, take a beat, and and then jump in when you are confident and have conviction, because at least you have a chance then, because it's still go right against you, even if you are confident and you're seeing something that you want to trade, and it's aligning with your rules. If it's not and you're outside of that, you really are just introducing way too many random variables into trading. And again, I'm glad didn't jump in yet, because here we are up above these highs. I would have been taken out for it, out of the sell, and I'm not looking for a buy off of any of this stuff yet. Too much choppy price action. This might just come right back down. Actually, I expect it to, and just kind of range for a while, unless we're going to get, again, 324 here, unless we're going to get some momentum come into the market, some volume that we usually do see sometime at the end of the day. A lot of times the retracement back into the trading zone, or just a continuation of the move. But don't know if we're going to get that today. It's been a busy end of the week with news, and we've definitely got some movement here on the day from the open. Nice trend down. Yeah, see, we're pushing up above highs now. A little bit dangerous. On the 1 minute. Cool. Still got some people on. Cool. If you're jumping on, what did I say? 3:30. All right, guys. Ready for the prop firm account giveaway? Let's do it. I've got my Instagram pulled up. Make sure you guys can see this. Got my Instagram pulled up here on this screen, doing this live. Here is all of the comments from the post. This was the rule. Comment, tag a friend, share on your story, follow me. Everybody on here, I deleted a bunch of doubles. Everybody on here follow the rules from what I saw. I'm not counting myself anywhere on here. We've got about 40 people that commented. So I'm going to go to a random number generator. I'm going to hit it 3 times. This way I'm not just picking it or stopping it. And we will count out the number of comments to that comment. Cool. Let's see what we get, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Comment number 7. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. Start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win. Whoever this is. Edison, I don't want to mess up your name, man, but whoever this person is, they're winning. Are you on here by any chance? I'm sorry if you're to disappoint everybody else that didn't win. I'm going to shoot this gentleman a message. I'll do a post in Telegram. This is the man, but I got good news for you guys. I'm going to run this back pretty quickly. I'm going to give this one away. I'm going to post a couple things on the firm that I am doing the giveaway with. And yeah, there we go. There's the positive attitude. Congrats to the winner. That's what I like to see. I'm going to run this back pretty quick, guys. I got a good response from it, so I'm going to do another one. Stay tuned. Check it out on Instagram. Check it out in Telegram. I'll be doing more of these as long as I get a nice response from it and you guys, engage and you enjoy it and it goes to some good people. I'll continue doing it. So here's the winner. You saw, random, picked straight from the comments, following the rules, making sure everybody tags their stuff. So awesome. Yeah, I'll shoot this dude a message after the live. And again, follow along. Don't know exactly when I'm going to do it, but it'll be pretty soon. I'll post another one on my Instagram, on my story, and then I'll throw it in Telegram, and I'm sure you'll hear about it on YouTube because I like to run my mouth on everything that I'm doing. So that's our winner right here for the 50K prop firm account giveaway. But thank you guys for tuning back in. I'm going to leave the market as it is. Too choppy to do anything. I don't want to get involved with this on the way up or the way down. We're within this zone. Don't need to ride out the end of the day here. Got to jump back on. Checked it out. Don't see anything that's really screaming at me to start trading aggressively. So I'm going to wrap it up right here. Thank you guys again. Congrats to my man right here who won the $50,000 prop firm account. The challenge, tune back in because I'll be giving more of them away and I'll be live trading on here. Free Telegram link in the description of this video. Instagram link in the description of this video. Analysis, trading, live trading, showing P&L, showing you how it's done, talking about psychology, talking about news, talking about everything that goes into profitable trading right here. Thank you again, guys. Have a great weekend. I'm not going to jump back on after this one. I know I said I wasn't going to jump on before, but this will be it for me. So again, thanks for hopping back on. Yeah, have a nice weekend. Enjoy. Good time with your family, with your friends, your loved ones, your pets, just yourself. If you don't have anybody else, man, get outside. Try to enjoy the cold or the heat wherever you are. I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks for joining again.